This is KEXP 90.3 FM and KEXP.org. Last I saw you was Nashville in 2017. Yeah. So it's nice to welcome you here to Seattle, and I know you've been by, but it's good to have you here.
Well, thank you for having us back here.
Yeah, I love the new record.
Thanks.
It's so good. And Terms of Surrender, if you don't know it, get to know it. It's His Golden Messenger, and they're live here on KEXP.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Daddy, I'm still your kid. The ways that you are so very different. You need the broken American woman. Like your daddy, happiness ain't free. I see where you're at, I know you can see me. You need the broken American woman. Yes, there, the truth there. Don't be jaded, that's no way fair to say. Lord, make me thankful. Though it ain't easy, give it away freely. It'll come back to you eventually. Like me, Daddy, I'm still your kid. The ways that you are so very different. You need the broken American woman. Like me, Daddy, happiness ain't free. I see where you're at, I know you can see me. You need the broken American woman. Like me, Daddy, I'm still your kid. The ways that you are so very different. You need the broken American woman. Like me, Daddy, happiness ain't free. I see where you're at, I know you can see me. You need a broken American woman.
His Golden Messenger live here on the morning show. And again, the new album is called Terms of Surrender in town at the camped out at the tractor.
We're camped out at the tractor. It's the nicest possible scenario.
I can't think of a better place to have a couple of shows than the Tractor Tavern.
Yeah,
Home
Tractor
away
Tavern
from home. Yep.
It's kind of a spiritual home for us.
Yeah?
It's a real good spot. They've been so kind to us over the years.
We are very lucky to have that club here in Seattle.
That's a good, and they did some incredible renovation there.
Yeah.
That feels really good. They made a great club better.
Yeah.
Which is
well said.
Sometimes that doesn't happen quite that way. All right. Get this in tune and. This is a tune from Terms of Surrender called Down at the Uptown.
Was a real love world, and I wanna live in it. Well, I got up and sung in a whole lot of places like this. Our Christmas lights, but nobody cared like this. Was a real life world, and I wanna live in it. So if I'm a stranger now, then running on my own time, it's 'cause I'm made of it. Down at the Uptown. Yeah, it's all it says playing on the radio. But someone's in the bathroom, sleeping off a bad one. Queen is selling roses at the back door. Was a real life world, and I wanna live in it. So if I'm a stranger now, then running on my own time, it's 'cause I made of it. Down at the Uptown. Yes, Mom, I'm standing on the ledge, yo. The one jumper fly, I think I caught a bad one. I guess we only get so many chances to shine. Was a real life work, and I wanna live in it. So if I'm a stranger now, then running on my own time, it's 'cause I'm made of it. Down at the Uptown. So if I'm a stranger now, then running on my own time, it's 'cause I'm made of it. Down at the Uptown.
Dear Lord, what a great right here. That is my heart. Man, there's no interview. I can't speak right now.
Oh, that's about my local bar when I was 21 years old.
Well, you must have loved that bar. Gee, I've never felt so broken up about a bar.
It was a pretty nice little bar.
I'll say, God, what was it? I mean, it was.
Oh, it's the Uptown.
Yeah,
It's a place called the Uptown. It's I'm ashamed to bring more attention to it because I suspect they probably don't want people coming there.
Got it.
It's a place called the Uptown at 17th and Cap in the Mission District of
Yeah.
San Francisco.
We'll leave it at that. Hey, while I'm collecting myself, you want to introduce the band?
Yeah, I would love
All
to.
right.
Okay, so playing piano and organ and harmonica, we've got my brother, Mr. Phil Cook. Let's see here. Over on guitar, past all the cameras, we've got Chris Berner. Singing with us, our incredible friend, amazing songwriter in her own right, Erin Ray. Let's see here, playing bass. We got Uncle Baby Bingo, Alex Bingham. Sorry, Alex. I had to.
That's okay.
And playing the drum kit, we've got Mr. Al Smith.
You guys just are playing. I mean, together. You're in this room enough. When you see a band that's just gelling, it feels really good. I cannot recommend these guys live enough. And like I said, last we saw you, you were a little more stripped down. I think at Nashville when we were down there for the Americana Fest.
So when we were at the studio,
yeah, and
that was a little one, and that was around the time of Hallelujah. Anyhow, correct? Our last record.
It was just the two of us, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing more people. That's all I wanted to say. I really appreciate the effort.
Well, when you're coming to KEXP, you do it like this.
So we mentioned a couple of shows at the Tractor last night. And
last night.
How was last night?
Last night was amazing.
Good to hear. And then tonight, again, they're playing up in some of my favorite cities, up in Vancouver. Then you go to my old hometown of Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bartlett over there on Monday. So
Great.
get out there, Spokane, and represent.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the record, Terms of Surrender. I heard you say that album title. I don't often like to bring up the titles of things and ask about them, but in this case, you said something about sacrificing things in order to make your life line up with your identity. I thought that was really powerful.
Well, I think all of us in this room in particular, certainly the people playing instruments, but I suspect probably a lot of the people working the cameras and you behind the mic have had this experience of getting what you were hoping for and realizing that thing feels a lot more complicated than you had even thought about, right?
Yeah.
So it's certainly that way with making art for a living. It's not like we all just get up and sing all day. There's a lot more to it. including leaving home,
Yeah.
Half of us in this band have multiple kids, so it's a lot of goodbyes and then trying to figure out how to reintegrate into the family when you get home.
How do you balance that?
I mean, I think we're all figuring it out still, and we've been doing it for forever. I don't think that there's a way to do it. It has so much to do with your partner, the person that's at home, and with the disposition of your kids. It requires a lot of communication.
Is it help being in a band full of people going through the same thing too, I suspect?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's been a thing that has helped, certainly Phil and I, and now Chris is like talking with each other about how we balance that thing of making music, traveling, doing it at the level that we're at requires us to be gone quite a bit. So how do you maintain a healthy thing at home and still do this?
And I suspect with partners who are putting in that time too, when you go, they have to understand what art and music means to you, right? They have to, because
I mean, all of our partners are incredible people, and they understand that. The day-to-day of understanding that is hard, though, because I know that there are days when, the people that we're leaving at home are just like, I don't want to put the kids to bed again.
yeah.
I don't want to get them I can't get them to school on time. It's
Right.
too much.
Yeah.
I think our dilemmas out here are more existential. They're more like, what am I doing? Why did I do this?
Are there moments, or what is the moment? I'm sure there is. What is the moment though when it feels worth it? When what you've tried to create, is it when you're playing live? Is it like I could feel that?
Yeah. There are so many. There are so many moments like that do keep us all going. Like playing 2 sold out shows at the Tractor and having people respond emotionally to the music is definitely something that can sustain you for a while. And I think that we also make music that people connect to in kind of like a spirit way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do, yeah.
There's plenty to keep us going.
Hey, I connected you to a song about a bar and could barely keep it in, so I'm with you. I think when I've been at shows lately, more than ever in my lifetime, when I look around the room, I realize we're all in there for a common good. Yeah. We're all in for we're in the moment for a change.
Yeah.
And I feel that more than ever, I think, with the world as it is right now. Do you see that I'm not up on stage. When you look down there, do you get that feeling?
Yeah. I think so. Like in the best case scenarios, definitely.
Yeah.
The sort of the tenor of rooms full of people reacting to music has changed over the past. What year are we in now? 3, 4?
2080. It feels like each year.
The tenor of the emotional makeup of any gathering of people together is different now, because there are now that subsection of people for whom gathering together is an important, necessary, communal, emotional experience, and that's been foregrounded, I think, in the past few years.
Being on the road, what does it look like for you guys in this tour? Where do we find you on the tour? How are you far in? Are you half?
I think we have what's the date today? The 11th?
I think so.
10 days left.
Yeah, we have about 10 days left of this run.
Yeah. Then you get a break, and then
we get a little break, and then we do start again.
And can we take a second to talk about those socks? Because they're like some of maybe the best socks I've seen. I can't.
Yeah.
They're just so happy.
Sure. So I'm wearing a pair of green, black, yellow, and red. They're reggae socks, essentially.
Yes.
Let's call them what they are. They're reggae socks bought in Vail, Colorado.
Of course, as one does.
I'm on brand here.
Well, I see a lot of shoes and socks in here. I just noticed those are some of the better ones. Again, His Golden Messenger. You said the shows are sold out, so
these shows have been sold out.
Good.
But you could come stand outside and look through the window.
Well, there you go. And come down to Ballard in the cold and see His Golden Messenger. Again, thanks for coming up early this morning in between those shows.
Oh, yeah. We're so happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
We're big fans of KEXP. Okay, we're gonna do another tune called Bright Direction.
KEXP, His Golden Messenger live here on the morning show and playing songs off the new album, Terms of Surrender, and highly recommend this record. And I'm taking it with me this weekend, going up the mountains.
Oh, good.
Seems like a good record for the mountains.
That's a good companion for that.
Yeah, yeah. You're road tripping right now. Do you have a certain thing you're listening to right now?
Geez, what are we listening to these days, gang?
We have a record player that we
we
bring with
carry a
us.
record player with us.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do, and we have a big box of records we've been collecting along the road.
Yeah.
Stopped in New Orleans at Domino Sound, and
Yeah, we spent a lot of money at Domino Sound.
yeah,
And then we did a repeat at Mississippi Records in
yeah,
Portland.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
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 I don't know. What? It's hard to say.
Do you have a favorite record store? Are those two of your gotta go?
I mean, we hit a lot of record stores. There's great ones here. Mississippi, in Portland, Domino Sound. There are a lot.
Yeah, depends on what we're
Yeah.
looking for.
The second we start talking about records, my brain, the lizard part of my brain, starts to think about finding a record store.
There's a few here.
Yeah, there's a few.
You are. What else do you got? What do you guys get to do here in town? Is it nice to be able to actually stop and stay in a city for a little bit?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right? Because usually you're just in and out and,
Yeah.
and don't get to see a town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get to leave our gear at the place and not tear it down.
Yeah.
That's the nicest part, especially for our crew. And yeah.
Well, good for you. I hope you get to
Yeah.
enjoy the city.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah. His Golden Messenger live here on the morning show. They got one more for us here this morning, if you're ready.
Yeah, we're going to do the title track of Terms of Surrender. Not a tune that we've played a whole lot, but I think it's going to come into the rotation.
These are my terms. Terms of surrender. It's one thing to bend it, my love, but another to break it. And I was out drumming the heels of the sun, playing the numbers, was I fooling with thunder? Now I'm gonna take it on the chin and save it. It's one thing to bend it, my love, but another to break it.
Kiss Gold Messenger live here on the morning show. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Made my day, man. Terms of Surrender is the new album. I cannot recommend it enough. And good, safe travels.
Thank you.
And I hope you get a nice rest.
Yeah,
in
thanks so
between
much.
legs of tours. And thank you again for all coming up this morning. A huge thank you to our crew, of course, especially a couple of mornings getting up early. Appreciate the morning show love. And all of our donors. We are independent. We are here because of you. We cannot do this and support artists, and artists can't be heard without people like you out here supporting what we try to do. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. This is KEXP Seattle.
5 pushers.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.